This is the return of Penguin Marches, everybody. And this is Coalplant. It is, basically like Asheville, only different. For rollouts, obviously build a teleporter and then you'll get your metal back from the resupply cabinet. Basically got two ways you can go. You can either go out here left, and there's a bunch of places you could build actually. This was not available in Asheville. It's actually kind of an annoying spot I found. You can also jump up here and just get a sentry up there really quick. If you build a dispenser, you can actually jump on top. Controlling this roof is a good thing to do. So soldiers like to jump up here and scouts will jump over here to flank you. If you go out the right side, you'll come up to here on battlements. And I would just put a mini sentry up here somewhere. Cover the point and cover some of the lower flank. In terms of things to do on this map, there aren't a whole ton. Generally putting your sentries on one side or the other. You can put them underneath too. Someone tonight was putting one here, which is pretty obnoxious. Anybody who comes down and gets the pack will be damaged by it. And it does cover a little bit of this area over here. There used to be a bush over here that you could hide a sentry in. There isn't anymore, unfortunately. So I don't think that's a very good spot anymore. I like the dispenser spot in general since it lets you get up here. And if your combo's not holding over on this side of the map, they'll just be holding on the other side. Put ones here sometimes on Old Asheville. This spot isn't that much different, except the sightline has been nerfed a little. I don't think it'll be too bad. Seen a bunch of different teleporter spots used already. Here, it's a little bit risky if your team can't hold battlements. You can build on these for kicks. Here. Actually, yeah, you can build up here too. There you go, easy. I can't jump when I'm holding down my push attack. You can also build up here. This would actually be an obnoxious spot if your team is like holding forward or something like that. But back in here when you're playing defensively, it doesn't really do all that much. I think it's better to just leave it outside somewhere. The Wrangler, if you're up here or on bats, is really annoying. Since the short circuit is broken and banned now, you're pretty much stuck on either that or the pistol, so it's up to you. Secondary you want to use on this map. Ring was good for harassing the sniper too, I think. That's pretty important. The difference between this map and Asheville so far seems to be that the snipers will move around a little bit more. Some of the sight lines have been nerfed, but there seems like to be other ones now. Can you shoot through the holes in here?
Yeah, you can. It's a great sniper spot.
Yeah. So nerfed, but not that nerfed. man, this map just isn't terribly complex for engineer. Actually, it would probably be good to point out where the metal spots are because they've changed a bit. There's the 2 small ones on the point. There's these little ones in here. There's the one down here, which I think is absurdly close to the health pack. Like, anybody who's trying to pick up this pack will probably pick up the metal too. And there's this one over here too. I believe that's it. There's no one down there anymore. There used to be. Which makes going down here a bit less good. On the whole, I'd say you put the mini sentry, or you play wherever your team needs things covered. So if like a scout is constantly getting in, jumping across that direction, getting onto bats, go play on bats. Fending your sniper a little bit in general is often a good strategy. At least have a mini sentry near him that prevents the soldier from bombing him easily, that keeps the scout off of him. Other than that, you just kind of play the sort of secondary weaker scout role like you do on most Koth maps. You go and clean up a little bit of damage when you can get in there. You try to keep things from getting past you completely on the flank. This is a good scout map, good soldier map too, so that's going to occupy a lot of your time. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there's this jump, which you can do, any class can do that. We can build up on here too. Yep. I don't know if that's any better than just putting one on the lower spot. But to watch things on both sides of the crates too. Or if you wanted to just be fancy. Or for some reason just don't want to get out and peek any of the sight lines over here and just I want to be able to get a mini up so it can watch over here a bit. I don't know.
I think if you put the mini top right, like on the crates where you noted, it'll probably shoot the people who come top right a little bit quicker.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see.
It's also a bit easier to take down early. You know, it's
Yeah.
this one.
Probably is a bit better for doing people. Yeah, it'll see people when they're just hanging out on the edge of this too. But there's that for sure. It'll be easier to shoot down since it's more out in the open a bit. It's also mini sentry, and you've literally got a ammo pack right here. You can't build on these things. It's a bit of a new map for me too, honestly. I'm still trying to completely figure out stuff, but
Building the Sentry.
it's just not a very complex map, and it's really flat too. If you're gonna put stuff on the point, take advantage of the fact that the point is slightly elevated. Which makes it harder to actually shoot at the mini sentry. If you're over here, it makes the hitbox smaller. If your team has total control of the point or whatever, you can always walk across and put a gun like somewhere back over here. Yeah. I like that. Anything that makes them have to turn around and shoot at something else instead of your team is good. A little bit the same on this side, but not so much. Oh, you can't get in here.
Teleporter
Put a teleporter somewhere around there too. I don't know if that's any better or worse than any of the other spots I've been looking at. If you played Asheville, you probably already mostly know how this map plays. It isn't hugely different. It's like it's better or worse in very, very small ways. In terms of engineer, it doesn't really change a whole bunch.
On Asheville, I really like putting the teleporter on the underneath part.
The underneath. Yeah.
Just like right by the corner.
Right, like which corner?
Well, not literally underneath, like right on top of the ram. Like,
Oh.
right where you're standing.
Destroyed the wrong one. Over here, or?
Well, inside the room. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. It gets people to the fight and to the point a lot quicker.
But right underneath.
If anybody on your team is holding, it should be easy to guard, really.
Yeah. What I miss is that teleporter spot that used to be on the left side. There's like a bunch of pipes and stuff over here, and you could jump on top of them and put a teleporter on like a... I don't know what it was up there. Like a crate or something. Am I lagging again?
A little bit.
Because I feel laggy in game. No, you can't. I guess you have this spot instead.
I know in Asheville last season, I tried putting a teleporter on the top left. You know, you can get on the dispenser and just build stuff on the little shack. No, I mean, it probably won't work very well, but...
Yeah, that's
let's
not a
say
very smart spot. Put a teleporter.
you can get your heavy up there.
You could.
It doesn't work very well, but it could.
Yeah.
Under the right circumstances.
The right circumstances. Oh yeah, earlier today on Reddit I saw somebody asking how level 1 wrangling it across this point and stuff would work. And my response is basically not much better than mini sentries, so just use mini sentries instead. Level 3s are kind of not the best thing to do on Koth maps. It's too fast paced. The point, unless one team is severely rolling the other, the point will switch back and forth really quickly, and you never really get time to actually sit back and build, and during that whole time you're kind of useless and relying on your team to protect you when they should be busy, you know, killing the other team. There's like a strategy that people used to have, or at least talk about, where they build a level 3 right behind the shutter and then open it so it could shoot at the point. But I have never actually seen anybody use that, and I've never tried using it. So I don't know. I don't think it would be terribly effective unless it's like at a really, really low level where you're crushing the other team. At which point you could probably do anything and still win. And I don't like to theorize about playing that way. I'd rather just assume the other team is going to play well and give up a good fight. Now, what do you think? Do you think level 3s are any better on this map than on Asheville? It's just not going to get time to build. If you put it out here or on the other side, you're probably just going to get sniped.
I would only use the level 3 if I didn't have my loadout.
Yeah.
Because see, it takes a bit of time to build a level 3, and like you're not helping your team fight on the point at that point. If you're just trying to get a gun and put it behind the shutter, you could use your time more productively.
Like on most Koth maps, I showed you all the ammo that was on this map, and there aren't many health packs either, so getting the dispenser up and upgraded is really good. It's actually a pretty short walk from spawn, so the teleporter isn't that important. But when you have time, you should upgrade that too. It makes a difference when you've got the longer respawns if you can get people there quicker. And when you have the shorter respawns too, you can push to the point more. And the heavy crate's gone too. Since I've never played heavy on Asheville, I don't miss it at all. unless you have anything in particular to add about it. It's the usual cost stuff of just support your team, get frags once in a while. And I think this should be good. So finish, I am very sorry that I stopped doing these for half a year or so. I was just kind of stressed out with the team I was on. Being in Platinum was not exactly easy. But I am going to do more. I'm going to try to finish out the rest of the season as best as I can, and then pick up some of the other good maps that I've missed, like Upward. Upward's a good map, and I wish I'd gotten one for last week because it's my favorite payload map. So look for those coming in the next few weeks. Be getting Jordan here to continue helping me out if possible.
Yep.
And thank you for letting me use your stream and server and everything. Alright.
Alright, thanks for watching Penguin Marches, guys. I think I'm done streaming.